Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Splash Sisters. I'm Hana.
And I'm Mev.
And the Knicks are up 3-1, everyone!
Oh my god.
I had to say it first off.
Yay!
Everyone doubted us and we're here. I swear, everyone before the season had not us making the final. Before the season, no
You're
one
so
thought
happy
we
you
would.
can't talk.
I know. Before the season, no one thought we would make the playoffs.
See, like, I kept saying that you guys are play-in exits. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm actually a Knicks fan now. Like, I think
What?
I think this is my time to say that I'm a Knicks fan and a Bulls fan.
Are you trolling?
Yeah, bro, that was I lied so hard right there. But I am happy
you
for
us,
you. I'm very happy
Thanks.
for you. I texted her. I was like, "Yay, they won!" I'm a good sister, even though I usually troll her. But like,
honestly, I did not expect us to go up 3-1. I feel like a lot of people had the Cavs winning. I saw so many. They were the betting favorite. Everyone thought they would win, and I was telling you guys, I was saying that the Cavs' depth is really, really concerning, and it would affect them in this series. I get it; they do have a strong core four, but their depth is just so bad. And a lot of people love the narrative that playoff rotations don't go that deep. Like you don't need to be deep. You do need to be deep. At least 3 players on your bench have to be like really, really good for you to go far.
people love saying, well, in the playoffs, only 7 people play. But then there's teams that don't even have a 6th or 7th good player. It's just like their starting 5 are good, and then after that, it's just like that's like with the Cavs. Like, Chetty is good. Chetty and Okoro are coming off the bench because they just started to start Karis LeVert. But it's just like not enough.
Okoro had his first good game in Game 4. Chetty is solid, but our 4th player off the bench or 5th player off the bench is better than their best player off the bench. It's kind of crazy. Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes got injured, right? Miles McBride came in and he locked down Donovan Mitchell on a play. He hit a 3. He was going crazy. Like
you guys had Donovan. You guys had Donovan Mitchell of all people scoring 11 points in a playoff game.
Donovan Mitchell had his worst playoff performance, and it was against the Knicks. Our defense has been really, really good. And people are not crediting our defense. They're just saying the Cavs choked or whatever. But no, our defense is crazy. Like, we held Darius Garland 1 for 12 in the beginning of the game in Game 3. I don't even know how we did it, but we did.
And like your offense and your defense are like
we the Knicks have the number 1 defensive rating in the playoffs so far.
I would honestly be scared for any Eastern Conference team to play you guys.
I don't know, because the thing is with the Knicks, we're playing so well, but we won't go too far if Randall, who is our all-star, keeps playing like this.
Yeah, but like,
because we won't move on to the next round, but we won't pass the next round if Randall is playing like Voodoo, like he is right now.
I feel like he needs to get over his playoff jitters. So, Hana, if you go on to the next round, you're playing the Bucks. How do you think that series would go?
Man, Knicks in 7. You think the Knicks are winning that series? And then we're gonna beat the Celtics. We beat the Celtics 3 times in the regular season. We are going to the finals.
So the best team in the league, I think. Well, at least the East, the Bucks. You guys think you can beat the Bucks?
Yes. First of all, Giannis is not 100%. The rest of the team, we have a better team than the Bucks do overall. The thing is with them is they have by far the best player in the series, but lucky for us, if he's not 100%, we could 100% take them down to the wire and beat them in a Game 7. I'm so confident.
You think you could beat the Bucks in a Game 7?
Mm-hmm. But okay, Giannis did come
we're gonna go back to this. We're gonna go back to this when they lose, and it's gonna be so funny. Oh my god!
I don't care. Everyone called me crazy when I said Knicks are beating the Cavs. I know the Bucks are better, but I don't care.
All right, we'll see.
But if Randall keeps selling, I swear I'm gonna grab him by his neck. I'm just kidding.
You guys, you literally benched him the whole 4th quarter in the last game. So I might have to keep doing that because
I am so no. This is gonna push Randall. Getting benched in the 4th quarter and watching us win, that 100% is gonna push Randall to be better. I know it's gonna happen. But what Tibbs has been doing, he's actually a really good coach. I know, like, I slander him all the time, and like we have a love-hate relationship. But that one coaching decision he made was like the best coaching decision of his entire career. Because if Randall stayed in the game, we would 100% lose that game. We would have lost.
Isn't it kind of weird that you're saying that out of your all-star? that you would
It
have
is.
lost.
I don't know. He's so. Don't get me wrong. Randall just came back from an injury. He he missed the rest of the regular season and came. His first game back was in the playoffs. He had a high ankle sprain or whatever, and I really don't think he's 100% because he is settling for outside shots. He's not really driving and being aggressive. There's some plays where he is, but most of the time he is really aggressive. But now I think it really does look like he's not 100%. But hopefully that he uses him getting benched in the fourth as a motivation. He uses it as motivation, and they go on to beat the Bucks. But I don't know why I'm just jumping the gun here. There's 100% a chance that they lose it. They blow a 3-1 lead. I know it's only like 95%.
Not when you got Jalen Brungo on your team. That makes no sense, but he's him. Jalen Brunson is him.
He really is him. The thing is, if we had people don't even realize that when the Hawks beat us, we were like a 100% worse team than we are now. Right now, we are just such a different team that we are actually really, really good. So a lot of people had us mistaken. Oh, they're gonna choke. They're gonna get swept by the Cavs. No, we're a 100% different team. And Jalen Brunson is that main factor. He is just so good. He is the best He is the best point guard in the East.
I knew the Knicks were gonna be good. I'm just more surprised at how bad the Cavs are. Like their offense is stagnant when Garland or Mitchell can't score. It's actually crazy. Mobley has his times where he can score, but then he just becomes like
Mobley really killed himself when he kept getting in foul trouble, because that's when we started like taking advantage of it. And Jarrett Allen did not help at all. He was alone on his island, and we walked all over Jarrett Allen. He only had 4 rebounds. There was like 5 or 6 Knicks players who had more rebounds than Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, they just gotta play better.
I think they're really a shell of their regular season self, and it's really weird to see. But it just shows how you just got to give the Knicks defense credit. Like, we are tearing them down, and we're figuring them out. Because I already knew that. I don't know about you guys, but I already knew that outside of Garland and Mitchell, their offense was not great. Like, you never know what you're going to get from Mobley, and he is talented, but like I said, you never know what game you never know what game you're going to get from him scoring wise. Defensively, they're good, and they have held us a little low with points, but we still have able to have a lead on them.
Yeah, so enough about the Knicks because
let's keep talking about the Knicks.
No, we're done talking about the Knicks. Let's talk about the Celtics versus Hawks.
I just want to say, if the Knicks blow a 3-1 lead, you guys will never hear from me again. Never. I'm 100% serious.
I guess I'll just have to start doing this podcast on my own then, because
no, I will never be able to show my face again, I swear. But what are we going to talk about next?
Let's talk about some more Eastern Conference series, because
honestly, all of them are boring as heck. Oh my god.
The East is just like...
One was a sweep.
So I'm just confused. Like, one series already ended before some other people played their third game. Like, the whole thing is just a mess. But Harden and Embiid played horribly, and they still won. Like, they still blew them out in one game. I forgot which game that was.
The Sixers do have a good team, and Tobias Harris has been playing really well. I know a lot of Sixers fans joke and they're like, "Oh, there's something about Tobias Harris in the first round," but then he like goes off a cliff. But I feel like they do have good role players too, like D'Anthony Melton, Jalen McDaniels, or Jaden McDaniels, PJ Tucker. I think they'll be fine. And if Tyrese Maxey averages 20 points per game, I think they'll 100% be fine.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Tyrese Maxey has been outplaying Harden, which is crazy. And if he continues to play like that, Tobias Harris, like you said, continues to play like that, PJ Tucker, like every team needs a PJ Tucker. Every team needs someone. You can't even look at the box score when it comes to players like him. They're everywhere, and they impact the game so much.
Exactly, but I feel like Harden is injured though, and he'll be ready for the first round, I heard. But this is still a really, really bad thing to happen, because you need all the health and strength you can get when you verse the Celtics. And honestly, I feel like it's gonna be Celtics in 6. It's gonna be Celtics in 6.
It's too early to tell, but
you gotta stick with your Philly take. You said Philly was gonna win.
No, I still think Philly's gonna I still think Philly's gonna win. I don't know, like, if you watch some of the Hawks games, like Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, they put up a fight against the Celtics. If you don't think Harden
in one game,
No, like some of the games were close, and then they just
And last game, I
and then the
guess.
Hawks just like kind of gave up at the end. But
Trae Young was playing well too.
I definitely think like the Sixer. I think it's gonna be a tight series. Gonna go down 6-7. Going to go down to like 6 or 7, and it's gonna be close. Everyone thinks that the Celtics have it in the bag. Everyone thinks the Celtics are gonna win the whole thing. I don't know about that. I really don't.
If it's anyone but the Warriors, I'll be happy. I'm not even joking at this point. Like they've been beyond lucky throughout these years that even if the Nets won, I'd be happy. Even though they're our rival, I don't even care. That's much I hate the Warriors. They're just so lucky. Yeah. I said even if they won, even though they're our rivals, because like New York. But
it's not really a rivalry though. Like I don't feel like
it is when we play each other, to be honest. But we smacked them this year by like 40 points. I think it was so bad for them.
Bro, everyone smacked the Nets. Like the Bulls smacked the Nets this year too. I don't understand why. Like it's not even fair that the Nets got to make the playoffs just because they went on the winning streak. It should have been the Bulls. Like nobody wants to see the Nets. They got swept. It should have been the Bulls. Okay, sorry.
The Bulls would have been more interesting, but like who cares? It's the first round. The first round is such a drag, especially in the East. The Nets, Philly sweep, Hawks, Celtics should be a sweep, but it wasn't. Knicks Celtics is a good one, but it's still a 3-1, but it's still interesting. Like every game was
the Bucks versus Heat.
Bucks versus Heat. This is the interesting one.
It's not that bad.
The Heat are up 2-0, and Jimmy has been playing great.
2-1.
I mean, that's what I meant. 2-1. The Heat are up 2-1 against the Bucks, and Giannis is back, so there's definitely not a chance that they will go up 3-1 today, unless something terrible happens. But if they do, that's gonna be crazy. Like, do the Bucks come back from 3-1?
Absolutely, they can. Like the Heat.
Lost Tyler Hero too. The Heat are just not good. They lost Tyler Hero and Oladipo from injury. They're just not deep at all. They got to rely on Max Strus to have a great game because Kyle Lowry is so bad. Duncan Robinson picked it up, though. Like, he had 20 points in the last game. They just need their role players to step up because they can't have Jimmy Butler doing it all. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Bucks finished the series off in 6 since Giannis Jimmy Butler,
you still can't count out the Heat because Jimmy Butler is one of the best player performers.
I'm going to count out the Heat. They're just not good. They're not. But I really hope they do win because if the Knicks do go to move on, then we'll verse the Heat, and they're getting smacked, man. Yeah, like, they'll be lucky to win a game against.
And then you woke up. And then you woke up.
Matt, we are so much better than the Heat.
No, I'm saying you're not playing the Heat. Like
I know.
Like get that out of your head because that is not happening.
I was dreaming about this that the Knicks will play the Heat, but it's obviously not going to happen, and it makes me sad. But let's move on to the West.
The West is definitely way more interesting.
There's two series that I'm really invested in the West. It's the Lakers, Grizzlies, and Kings, Warriors. The Wolves and Nuggets is like a drag. Like, please just end the series already. But Anthony Edwards has been great, but like just end the series already. And what's the other one?
It's time we have a talk about Cat. Like it's you can't even blame the team he's on anymore. It's just him. Maybe he is the problem. Cat.
I just feel like Cat is not really a leader. Like, he's just there to score and that's it. Like, you don't really see like the dog in him.
And when he's not scoring, like, he's just there. Like, his defense, he needs to be more aggressive.
That defense is non-existent most of the time. But
he's 7 foot. What are you doing?
He got his huge contract because he is one of the most talented big men of all time, especially with that shooting that he has. But Anthony Edwards, I think it's safe to say that Anthony Edwards is the best player on the Wolves
definitely.
Right now.
There's literally no reason why a team with Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, and Cat almost gets swept. And the only reason they didn't get swept was because Anthony Edwards played amazing. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and don't even forget Jokic is playing amazing too. I feel like the Nuggets should definitely beat the Suns because the Suns in their series against the Clippers, Kawhi went down. They're still having a struggle against Russell Westbrook-led Clippers, which is really bad for you. Like, how do you have like the best 4 players in the series and you're still struggling to beat the Clippers?
Because Russell Westbrook is him. He is him, and I've been saying it. And you still have yet to apologize to Russell Westbrook.
I'm not apologizing.
But why aren't you apologizing?
Okay, what should I apologize for?
That you literally said, quote unquote, I was saying that he is still a talented NBA player, and you literally laughed in my face.
Okay, I said he's washed because he is washed.
You said he is not a good NBA player anymore. He scored 30-something points in the last
I
game.
apologize for that, but he is still a little like he's not himself anymore.
Obviously, he's not going to be his prime self.
Everyone knows. Stop. Everyone knows Russell Westbrook is going to put up these numbers on his own team. On like this Clippers team is terrible without Kawhi and PG. He's going to be putting up these numbers.
They're not even terrible because they literally they had a close game with the Suns.
But it just shows that when he has to play with Kawhi, PG, with LeBron, AD, that his numbers are like it's a shell of himself. He just doesn't play well. And I'm not going to apologize for that because he showed himself. No one told him to break wide open layups on the Lakers. He was not playing well. What do you want me to say? Oh, Russell Westbrook is amazing when he wasn't playing well?
No, because everyone forgot.
We didn't forget.
Yeah,
we were saying off what we were seeing, and the Russell Westbrook we were seeing was playing the worst basketball of his career, right? But obviously he's playing great now, but it's because he's the lone star on this team. Like on the Wizards, he was going crazy because he was the main guy on that team. When he's the main guy, he's gonna put up the numbers, but they're gonna lose. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna lose the game.
He went 3 for 19 playing with Kawhi, and he still made the game-winning plays to win the game. And he played great.
The scoring is not there anymore.
Yeah, the scoring is not. Scoring is not all. Scoring is not all there is to the game. He does way more than that.
The thing is, he cannot be the main guy anymore, and a lot of the times he cannot adjust, and that's okay to admit. He can't.
Well,
like the way he was playing with the way he was playing on the Lakers was like one of the worst basketball players I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yo, you can relax. That's a stretch.
But the Lakers vs Grizzlies series, I feel like I want it to be over soon, so like the LeBron gets a little rest before they have to verse the Warriors. It's probably gonna happen. It's gonna be the Warriors, sadly. But
the Lakers literally just smacked. They smacked the Grizzlies. Like I said they would. I don't gotta shave my head. I'm so happy right now. But at the same time, like, I'm just confused why every time Ja plays, they lose. Like, I know he played good, but that doesn't even matter. Like, where's the team ball at? Where's the team ball at? Why do they always lose when Ja Morant plays?
Stop. Ja dropped 40. What else do you want him to do?
It's not a coincidence.
Drop 50, drop 60.
No, you know what else I want him to do? Win the Grizzlies some games because it's not happening.
What are you talking about?
They're literally like since Ja Morant
has been drafted, what has the Grizzlies done? They've done so much since he's been drafted. If he was not drafted, they'd be at the bottom of the lottery every year.
Okay,
what else do you want Ja Morant to do?
Why are you screaming?
No, because everyone hates Ja Morant when he's literally one of the most electrifying players in the league.
I'm just saying maybe the Grizzlies are a little better without him.
They're not better without him. They wouldn't make the playoffs without him.
Yes, they would because of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, you know how many games they won with Jaren Jackson Jr. playing and Ja didn't play?
Do you
want me to get the same exact? Okay, I'm talking about this year. Same with last year in the playoffs.
People need to stop this narrative because Ja Morant is the Grizzlies and he is by far their best player. And if he wasn't there, they would not make the playoffs. People need to stop this disrespect. And the Lakers, honestly, Rui Hachimura has really been surprising me. Like this man,
I'm not surprised. I always knew Rui was him. The Lakers got Rui for like a bag of chips.
They really
absolutely crazy. Rui, and you know what? Desmond Bane. It's crazy how Desmond Bane is being outplayed by Rui, and he just talked after so much smack. Rui didn't even say nothing to him, and he says some disrespectful thing, and then Rui plays good for the next 2 games.
Yeah, honestly, if Rui plays again, if he plays great again tonight, like Desmond Bane has to retire. He just has to.
But Desmond Bane is literally playing like shit. So honestly, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is all he does is Dylan Brooks talk.
Dylan Brooks is just so weird. Like he like grabbed LeBron's nuts like for no reason the other game and got ejected. But
he let his intrusive thoughts win because what possessed him to do that? It wasn't even a basketball play. He worries too much about getting attention, even though it's funny and I respect it, than his ball skills because he shoots like
if the Warriors win against the Kings, which they probably will because De'Aaron Fox has an injury, probably won't play in Game 5.
The Warriors are the luckiest fan base of all time.
Luckiest team of all time.
The Warriors are the luckiest team of all time. Every single time they play someone, when it's a tight, close series, someone gets hurt on the opposite team. Which causes them to win.
They've gotten bailed out by so many injuries. Like they're God's favorites at this point.
No, it's
like
because
God always got their back. I don't know why
they drafted this random point guard from Davidson. This random school, Yeah, tell me how they knew how to do that, but yeah, it's because the Warriors general manager sold his
that
soul.
year, stop. That
He
year,
sold his
Steph
soul.
was making doing crazy things
They
in the
still sold
NCAA
their
tournament.
soul to get Curry and then to draft Clay and then Draymond, and then they possessed KD to come to the team, and then they did some voodoo to get these players injured. All they had to do to, I mean, Zaza was just lucky because
To their luck, LeBron or AD will get injured next series. I just know it's gonna happen.
Zaza Pachulia was literally just on their team to injure players. There's no reason why
Giannis is hurt.
What?
No, I'm saying we're saying they're so lucky with injuries. Now that I think about it, Giannis is hurt too.
Bro, I was talking about Zaza Pachulia. All of a sudden, you're like, Giannis is hurt.
Because
what?
Because I'm thinking watch LeBron or AD will get hurt next series. I just
do not manifest. You know it's possible.
No, because I don't know. I just have a feeling.
No, don't even say that because you can accidentally manifest bad things to happen.
It's just meant for the Warriors are just gonna win this year. We just have to accept it.
But like I was saying, Zaza Pachulia, they literally had players on their team just to injure other players. There's no reason why Zaza Pachulia should have ever been an NBA player. There's no reason. They literally only had him on his team. The Warriors literally only had that man to injure other people. And it worked. And for some reason, remember when they literally had him as a all-star starter too. I feel like it's a fever dream that Zaza Pachulia was even a real human. I don't know.
But do you think the Lakers could beat, if they're healthy? Do you think the Lakers could beat the Warriors?
Yes. Are you okay? The Warriors are smacking every team down the road. I literally said that.
You just said the Warriors are smacking every team.
Oh my god.
You
mean the Lakers are smacking any team, and it's because they're the deepest team. They have the best players on the team, AD and LeBron, and Rui, and Reeves, and then and their defense too. I don't know. The Lakers are the best all-around team in the league. I mean West.
I don't know. The Warriors play I don't know how to explain it against LeBron, and I just don't have a good feeling at all. I just don't.
In my opinion, I think the Warriors are a little undersized against the Lakers.
They definitely are, but they have the shooting advantage against the Lakers by far.
Yeah, but then sometimes Rui scored
but the Lakers defense in a game. Has been one of the best in the playoffs so far.
The Lakers have been shooting good too, except that game 2 where AD was brick.
The way the Warriors have been playing against the Kings, just sloppy turnover after sloppy turnover, and the Kings defense isn't even close to being good. Imagine how it'll be against the Lakers' great defense. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's some games where the Warriors turn the ball over 10 times in the first quarter. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
Do you not see how many turnovers the Warriors have against the Kings?
They do play really, really sloppy basketball.
The Warriors are literally got bailed out because of Curry. It's literally Curry, Steph Curry, that man. He's
almost sold hard though. When he went with the timeout.
At the same time, if you have Curry on your team,
lucky there.
If you have Curry on your team, you can't count them out. You can't count a team with Curry out at all. LeBron could easily choke. I mean, never mind. He's not choking.
But you can't count a team out that has LeBron. Because
at the same time, yeah,
LeBron is older now. Who knows what's gonna happen?
LeBron is taking a seat back, and it's obvious he is not. He's playing way more passive than usual.
I think maybe he's preserving his energy for these harder matchups, in my opinion. Because he's letting AD cook more. He's letting Austin Reeves cook more. He's letting Rui cook more. D'Lo the other game, he is probably preserving his energy because he's gonna need it against.
He's gonna need it against the Warriors.
If they beat the Warriors, then Nuggets or Suns, and then whoever's in the finals in the East. I don't know. The Nuggets Wolves series needs to end immediately. It's such a snooze fest. And Suns Clippers also needs to end because Kawhi's out. People have been really tough on Kawhi because he's been injured a lot. The Clippers really, really effed up with this Kawhi PG thing.
Yeah, they have accomplished absolutely nothing.
They had championship aspirations and they've gotten nothing. They gotten zilch.
It's probably one of the biggest.
And it's
crazy.
Clippers
are used to failing. I'm sorry, but the Clippers are used to failing. The whole Chris Paul era, now this. It's probably the tough to be a Clippers fan.
No, the Clippers really, really made a bad investment. They gave up so much for Paul George, even though Paul George has been good, but
And they
like we
wasted
said, no
years.
results. They traded away their whole future for Paul George. Kawhi Leonard, they paid so much for Kawhi Leonard, nothing. They've got nothing.
Just injury and load management.
Kawhi has played like barely any games throughout his tenure with Clippers. Like it's just been a disaster for them, and it's literally the Clippers curse. Like no one could tell anyone that the Clippers curse doesn't exist because it truly does. Like the Clippers are cursed for all of eternity. Poor Clippers, like they're done.
This was honestly the Clippers' last chance. They're literally their last chance of possibly making a deep finals run. And then Kawhi, the first game against the Suns, the Clippers looked like they had the series. And then Kawhi gets hurt.
Maybe if the Clippers were healthy, they'd beat the Suns, but like I knew the Suns would win no matter what.
No, if the Clippers were healthy, they would beat the Suns. And I stand by that. But of course
I just don't see the Suns
Kawhi
beating the Nuggets.
If Kawhi and Paul George were playing, the Suns, they would beat the Suns.
Because the Suns
they're way more deeper. The Suns are
what really concerns me about the Suns is like Chris Paul's old. He's not going to have a great game every game. There will not be consistency with Chris Paul. Devin Booker been the best player in the playoffs so far. He's averaging nearly 40 points per game, I think, or close to that.
30 something.
I think it's 38, 37. Kevin Durant has been great, even though he hasn't been scoring as much as Booker. He's still been great. Deandre Ayton, though, do not get me wrong. Deandre Ayton is so soft.
I was wrong about him. I thought he was really gonna like playoff rise himself, like show everyone that he's so one of the best centers in the league.
He plays so soft. He needs to be more dominant.
He
for
gets
the Suns
out rebounded. He gets out rebounded. He can't rebound for like literally. He can't rebound.
Jokic is gonna cream the Suns.
Jokic is gonna mop the floor with the Suns team, but that's if at the same time you can't count a team with Booker and KD out. KD still has to get in his stride. He himself
honestly,
is
I
not
think
scoring
DeAndre
like
Ayton is the biggest X factor here. He has to match up with the Nuggets' dominance in the paint. Like they have Jokic, they're gonna have Aaron Gordon there trying to poster all of them, and then they have the people on the perimeter, like crazy shooters on the perimeter, MPJ, Jamal Murray, KCP, etc. Like they're a really scary team. And obviously, the Suns does not have defense to defend them. They do not. And the Suns, Monty Williams, he has been really questionable with his rotations, and it's getting Suns fans really, really bothered too. I just don't like. Honestly, I did pick the Suns winning, but the more I'm seeing of them in the playoffs, they're not going far.
They're literally second round exits.
Honestly, but at the same time, if they can, I don't even know, because Jokic should not choke. This is the best roster Jokic has been given. He should not lose this series, and if he does, he should be slandered, because the Suns are showing us that they're not as great as we thought they were going to be initially.
Everyone just thought they would be good because of
Kevin Durant.
I'm having a brain fart again. Like their bench is definitely worse than the Cavs bench, and that says a lot.
No, that actually says so much. Oh my god.
You can't go anywhere without a bench.
Yeah, so honestly, I can't wait for the next round. It's going to be 10 times better too.